Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. We actually get a video here from some nomads that have the clickbait why we broke up. And you know what? They really broke up. It's not like, I mean, it is clickbait, but they, most of these, she left me, or he's gone, and he's gone for a week and whatever, he's coming back. She went to the Walmart, she's coming back. But we get all that all the time. She's gone, she left me. She went to her mother's place in San Francisco, but, well, whatever, But this one is actually, they really did break up. And they're still friends. I mean, they still, to come together like this to do a video about it. Oh, you're wondering who they are, right? Well, I'm not going to tell you. It's Tangerine Travels. And, again, living together closely, like when you're living as nomads, it's kind of, it's like, yeah, you find out pretty quickly, I think, whether you're really matched with the other person exactly or not. And you know what? He's like, I want kids, but she doesn't want to have kids, but she's okay with adopting kids, and he wants to have... Anyway, it gets into stuff like that. Disagreements about where they see themselves going in the future and all that. Anyway, watch it. It's an interesting video. Tangerine Travels. They really did break up. A lot of times down there in Mexico, they've been spending a lot of times down there. They have 239K subs. But, last video here was 2 weeks ago. But they really say they have broke up. So, anyway, hey. Wow. Anyway, their names. What are their names again? I can never. Jordan, Maddie, and Laska the Husky. Okay, so that's Jordan and that's Maddie. And again, they disagree with what they want to do for the future of the channel. Are they going to continue doing videos together? Is he going to find someone else and put her in the video? What is she going to do with her future? She said she wants to keep her future, partners private. She doesn't want to be putting the relationship up on the camera. So they still got a lot of things to work out. The future of their channel, which is very successful, is still kind of up in the air. Where's it going to go? Tangerine Travels. They do have a Patreon. They do have some other stuff going. So I would imagine they'll both be producing their own content as they go their separate ways. But we might be seeing Tangerine Travels together doing some stuff. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. They're still trying to work it out. Anyway, they did break up. That's what they say. And it's not just clickbait. Pretty much leaving it up to their audience, basically, to vote. Do you want to see us continue to make videos together just as friends? Or should we go off and make videos on our own? Or he could just do a video channel where he's just single living down in Mexico? I don't know, man. What do you think? Maddie does say that the channel is going to continue. There will be a future of Tangerine Travels. And they may both be in the videos now and then, somewhat, I don't know. So don't unsub, stay with them, and see what happens. So you never can predict. You never can predict. All right, that's that. Population of South Dakota is 884,659. However, today it's now 884,660. Why, you ask? Because Crystal Vanner is now a resident of South Dakota. Now she's, I think she's from Virginia, right? And she does spend a lot of time down in Georgia, but now she has become a resident of South Dakota, like so many other nomads we see, because, well, it's easy to become a resident of South Dakota because, like, you got to spend a night or two. You don't even have to spend much time in the state. You can get a campground residency very easily for not a lot of money. They have very good tax system. They don't pay much taxes. You don't have to have vehicle inspections. And there's a lot of positives, except, of course, you've got to go back up to South Dakota every year or so to kind of maintain your residency. But it's very easy to do. And so anyway, so she is now a resident of the South. Now we have had, I believe Wanderlust Estate James is a resident of South Dakota. Nomadic Dramatic Derek was a resident of South Dakota, but then I think he flipped everything down to Texas so he could buy the Class A from Buy Here Pay Now because you needed to be a resident of the state. I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I think that Element Van Life Nate, I think he's a resident of South Dakota. We do have quite a few nomads that are residents of South Dakota because of their easy residency restrictions or rules and stuff like that and their low taxes. So congratulations, Crystal Van, or maybe she'll get a welcome letter from Chris. What's her name? Christine, yes, the most beautiful governor in all 50 states. And that includes all of the Canadian provinces, too. Anyway, she might get a letter from Christy. Welcome to our state, and thank you for joining us here in the beautiful state of South Dakota. Letters, 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 letters. The Canadian chick says, how the hell do you not know the difference between Class A, B, C, RVs? Your number one job is to cover traveling nomads. Literally for years, you've been following them. LOL. I do kind of know. That's my sense of humor. I like to play stupid. You know, I do have dyslexia. You know, it's sometimes hard to remember things like that. But yeah, so let's see. Class A are the big ones. Class C are the kind of medium-sized ones. And Class B are the, like, camper van-y things, right? And then you got truck campers, and you got fifth wheels. And the fifth wheel, you know, is pulled by another vehicle. It's like a trailer, but then you go. You got teardrops and casitas and all that fun stuff. I know. Yeah. Lost on Land Lola had a camera on her garden there at night and all the different critters that came to feast on the multitude of goodness. Go Frugal says, plant it and they will come. Yes, they will. Weather girl for nomads. My transmission went out. Send me money. One thing you have to say about Mr. Gone Again. He's not, you know, he has transmission issues and he's not put up a GoFundMe or any of those links, you know. He can handle it. He's got his finances all taken care of. He's got his emergency fund for stuff like this, and he's actually going to try fixing it himself. You know, I mean, I guess a lot of people can tinker with the engines, but tinkering with the transmission's a whole nother thing, right? Cactus Kathy says, Camo Dave, in 5 years, have you ever experienced being a nomad, tent camping, etc.? Go rent an RV and find out what life on the road is like, and maybe you will understand the real life. But then Rick Martin says, you know, do you have to be a chef to be a food critic? Do you have to be a pro football player to be a sports writer? Do you have to be an e-beggar to be an e-beggar? Probably. I don't know, man. Brian Garros was saying that Sarah Wonderhussy bought a home built for a temperate climate, not Death Valley, even though it is in Death Valley. Some basic changes like insulation, awnings, triple pane tinted windows, shade vegetation, and reflective paint colors can significantly reduce power consumption for her home. There is a long history of building homes in hot areas that are designed for ease of cooling. Yeah, look at the Mediterranean, Spanish, Arabic, Indian, and Polynesian homes. That's true. There's a lot. And Sarah, I think there's a lot she can do to mitigate the heat and all that, you know, having to run AC so much and all that other stuff. And she's going to be working on that. And that's cool content for her channel, right? Talking about Gone Again, M Trade says he has a GMC with 200,000 miles on it, and I'm amazed it went this far without any transmission problems. He does take very, very good care of that vehicle. I mean, he was showing the engine of it, and it's spotless, you know? I mean, he really does. He's constantly checking all the fluids and everything, and, you know, so, you know, he's a very good example of how to be a nomad. Yeah, granted, you know, even if you do everything right, you're still going to have issues with your vehicle. That's just going to happen, but he's a good example. Gone Again is a good example for all of us, well, all of you nomads, I'm not one of those, to emulate. Marie Lynn says Van City Van Life is doing a backdoor guilt trip. I agree Van City Van Life needs to take a break. I like him, but don't need to know how hard it is to crank out videos. If you have a good channel, you don't need to remind people of this. Anything is okay but that. People will come for the content, but if you start backdoor guilt tripping them, they will stay away. You know, backdoor guilt tripping allowed. Yeah, you see videos, you know, do you know how hard I worked for you guys and how much time and effort I put into these videos, and then you guys don't watch my videos or you don't watch them enough? You see that. I'm not, you know, Chrome may be doing that. We see other people doing that. Why should I be wasting my time putting out a video every day if you guys aren't going to watch, or you millions of people aren't going to watch my videos and make me rich, right? I don't know. Chrome needs a big, long vacation with no internet and no cameras. Meowich says, hey, Dave, the earthquake in Northern Virginia was 10 years ago today. Did you feel it? I did. That's right. 10 years ago, I was in my condo there in Northern Virginia, and the ground shook, the whole building shook for 30 seconds, and the Washington Monument got cracks in it, and I did feel it. Yes, very, that was I've experienced 1, 2, 3, 4 earthquakes, all very minor here on the East Coast. So I don't know, man. But that was 10 years ago. Man, how time flies. Steve says, Camo Dave, I was going to try to come for the meetup, but alas, I'm going further north to Cleveland. Going to go see some friends from 1984. So no need to book me a floor at the Morganton City Hall. Yeah, he was trying to, I guess you can sleep on the floor in the City Hall there if you want. I don't know if the City Hall is going to be open for the festival, but yeah, if you're going to be in Morganton, North Carolina on September 4th, which is Labor Day weekend, Saturday, 1 o'clock right here in beautiful Morganton at Green Eggs and Jam, the Camo Dave meetup. We'll have some fun. I'll have some stickers and some t-shirts and stuff to give away. And we'll just chat and say hi to everybody. And you can go check out all the weird record albums there at Green Eggs and Jam. And maybe we'll wander down to one of the, there's 2 brew pubs, Fontaflora and Catawba Brewing Company, and there's a couple of little bars and stuff around, so maybe we'll stop by and have a few drinks somewhere. Hope the weather's nice. I really do. Hope it's not going to be raining that day, but you never know. It should be fun, and the Morganton Fair is going on the same time, so festival I think it's called, and they'll have booths and concerts and fun stuff. So that'll be Saturday, the 4th of September, 2021, in Morganton, North Carolina. Just Google map that. We're in between Asheville and Charlotte, so we're convenient to whatever. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. You have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Vlog under.